You may remember that there are about 20 billion interneurons. Well, they're grouped together in special ways, and these functional groups are called neuronal pools. They may involve neurons in several regions of the brain, or they may involve neurons in one specific location. So obviously we don't know that much about these neuronal pools because the estimate is between a few hundred and a few thousand. And we'll look at the different patterns that exist in these pools. The common patterns include divergence, parallel processing, serial processing, convergence, and reverberation. Divergence, just look at the diagram there. You go from one neuron to several, so it's spreading out. This allows a very broad distribution of input. For example, when you see something, your whole body needs to know this information all at the same time. You need to know where to put your foot or where to put your hand, what to think about the object, what do you remember about the object, and so on. Convergence is just the opposite, where you take several neurons and they synapse into a single postsynaptic neuron. And breathing, controlling our breathing and posture are examples of this. Both can be controlled subconsciously as well as consciously. Parallel processing. When you step on a sharp object, what must occur next? I mean, so many things have to happen at the same time. You have to lift up your foot from the sharp object, and you have to shift your weight over onto your other leg so that you can support your weight on that. Your posture changes. You may shout. There are quite a few things that need to happen. And in this case, with this parallel processing, several pools process this information at the same time. Serial processing is more stepwise. For example, when sensory information is relayed from one part of the brain to another, or the information for pain, this is serial processing. Reverberation is kind of a feedback loop, like positive feedback, where it continues until there is synaptic fatigue or inhibitory stimuli end the cycle. An example of this would be maintaining consciousness. Which of the following types of neuronal circuits contains many initial neurons and ends with fewer neurons than it started with? Convergent. What type of neural circuit continues a stimulatory signal until it fatigues or is inhibited? Reverberating.